Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're gonna talk about something here. Tony Romo is back in the news.
That's my quarterback.
Jerry Jones is the master of business and he's about to get some magic done. This is serious, all right? Full blown cat mode for the rest of this video. All right, so Jerry Jones has talked about doing the right thing. Do right and do everything for Romo, right? So what does that mean? It really didn't mean anything. he's been stashed on the roster here. You know, according to Jerry, there weren't any deadlines. There's still according to him, weren't any deadlines. We perceive the deadlines as being, you know, the spring meetings, April 17th, and that kind of thing. April 17th might be a might be a soft deadline, and it might be the deadline, you know, because that's when they have the teams come back to the facilities to start working out together voluntarily, obviously, but still could create some awkwardness, tension, that kind of thing. But you know, we'll see. So what has Jerry Jones done here? He's announced that all the teams can contact Tony Romo to hammer out a trade. All right, so they can bring him in for a physical, a workout, and that kind of thing. I'm sure he'll get that done. The Cowboys put him on display there at the end of the Eagles game, the last game of the season. Scoring drive, threw the ball down the field with accuracy. You know, pushed the ball down the field, got it in the sweet spots for all the receivers. Touchdown to Terrence Williams. He looked like vintage Romo. Okay, so for Jerry's point of view, this has all been orchestrated by him. You know, he wants to build interest. All right, and obviously, I think they overestimated how much they could get for him. I think they overestimated as far as maybe they in their mind had a deadline here, is once free agency starts or once the trade window's open, everybody will come knocking on the door. There were no knocks, okay? Nothing happened there. Nothing happened at spring meetings that we know of, okay? So we don't know. Supposedly he had options, but here we go. So now, what happens next? To me, this is a logical step, okay? So to me, Jerry Jones wants to put this out to everybody, all the local writers, the beat writers in all these other cities. They'll put pressure on these fan bases to be like, hey man, Tony Romo's available, let's go give him, let's throw a pick in him, let's get him, let's get this team going, okay? So that might be what he's trying to do, you know, try to put pressure on some of these teams to bring him in. You know, all they need is one or two leaks here of, you know, he's flying out to here, he's flying over here, and then the dominoes can fall, and then the other teams can be like, oh crap, you know, he's interviewing here, let's get him over here. He might sign here. Let's get him here. Let's talk to this guy. You know, let's see if we can hash out a deal. All right, so I think it's a really good idea. I think Jerry wanted to get the most money for Romo, possibly. Maybe that's what it was, but now it looks like they're gonna have to come down on money here. Obviously, they have to. They got to rework that contract. All right, so let's take a look at this slide here, okay? All right. So if you look at this slide here, you know, we talked about this back in February. You know, February 11th, we talked about the possible destinations where Romo could end up. You know, because this was February and we're talking March was the trade deadline kicked off. So we're talking about this way ahead of this. So we got ahead of this. So these were the teams that I highlighted possible destinations back then. All right, so let's talk about this. Cleveland Browns, they have 2 first-round picks. All right, would he go there? I doubt it. Buffalo might still be in play. The Jets, they got McCown. They can probably scratch him off the list. The Chicago Bears, they got Glennon. Can probably scratch him off now. Denver Broncos, I think they're still in play. The Houston Texans are in play. All right. The Chiefs, I don't think they're in play there, but you never know. All right, so Pittsburgh Steelers, possible dark horse. You know, supposedly Roethlisberger still doesn't know if he's going to come back or not. They probably want to get some kind of resolution on that. But I don't think he would go there. I don't think Pittsburgh would even would do that. All right. Now, let's talk about this. The other dark horse that we had talked about here a couple of weeks ago, still the dark horse, the Jacksonville Jaguars, right? So the Jaguars, they've been rebuilding this team methodically on defense. Tom Coughlin is the GM there of operations. He's rebuilding that defense. They're getting the pieces together on offense. If they draft a running back here in the early rounds, they could get set here, all right? So they have the number 4 pick. I doubt they would give the Cowboys that, but we did talk about the Cowboys and Texans possibly swapping first-round picks for Romo. All right, that would still make the most sense to me. They could still do that with Denver, swap with Denver, and maybe the Cowboys have to swap some other late-round picks to massage that deal. Okay, so I think the Texans, they're still the likely one. We just need a team here to bite. Bring Romo in for a physical. Maybe it'll be the Texans. Maybe it'll be the Broncos. And maybe it'll be one of these other teams. Okay, so we'll see. We just need it. This is good though. This is good on Jerry's part here. This is good. This should help facilitate things to move forward. All right. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think this news that just came out that Jerry's allowing teams to talk to Romo to bring him in, interview, physical, that kind of thing, do you think this is going to help out? Or do you think this is all for naught? All right. Do you think this is just going to be a waste of time and eventually they're going to have to release him anyway? Or keep holding on to him until the draft. All right, so let me know what you guys think. I really appreciate everybody's comments. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you here for the next video. Thanks, guys.